Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're at day 13 of our 90-day journey of If We Only Knew. Today I want to talk about procrastination. Procrastination is a challenge we've all faced at one point or another for as long as humans have been around. We've been struggling with delaying and avoiding issues that matter to us. And perfectionism really is the mother of all procrastination. Hey, Nunu, glad to see you, buddy. Procrastination really has been a problem ever since when I did research that showed that Socrates and Aristotle had developed a word back then and for this procrastination, and they called it they termed it akrasia, if I recall correctly. And its meaning was just the state of acting against your better judgment. All right? The procrastination definition is the act of, delaying or postponing a task or a set of tasks. So no matter what term you're really using, it basically is a force that prevents you from following through on what you set out to do. So why do we procrastinate? Behavioral experts say it's due to time inconsistency, and that's just basically a fancy way of saying our brains value immediate rewards more than they do future rewards. For example, our future self wants to be in shape, right? But our present self is looking to eat a donut, right? Everyone wants to eat healthy to avoid being overweight and have an increased chance for diabetes in 10 years. But let's be honest, that's 10 years from now. Let me give you another example. We're all taught when we're in our it could be late teens, early 20s. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Hey, Kendall. But anyway, we've all been taught when we were much younger, most of the time in our 20s or late teens when you're in school, that we need to save for retirement. But we get the benefit of that decades later. In our society today, we'd rather buy that fishing pole or buy those pair of shoes instead of socking away, $100 for when you're 70 years old. That's why we may feel motivated to do something, but we quickly fall back into the old habits we've created for ourselves. So how do we make changes? Make the tasks more achievable. Since procrastination is usually centered around starting a behavior, you should reduce that size of that habit to make it easier to continue, right? In other words, make the task easy as possible, then trust that, momentum's going to take over to carry that task forward so you'll continue to do it. Another way to do it or fight procrastination is to break tasks down into smaller chunks. Try to make it easier to manage, and that will help you maintain momentum as you work on those tasks. One of the best productivity systems I've read about recently had you sit down and identify 6 items that you could complete daily and break them down in order of importance. So your most important item, obviously number 1, to your least would be number 6. You don't want to have any more than 6 because you become overwhelmed and you don't attack your priorities like you should. So when you start that first item that you're going to work on, you're going to work on that item until it's complete. You do nothing else until it's done, and then follow suit with those 5 remaining items. So you can start knocking out your list each day that way. You do this each day, and it starts to help break that procrastination of putting things off. and it will require you to start doing single task items and avoid that multitasking myth of, I'm getting everything done at once. Well, we all know that doesn't work. Multitasking is not something we can do. We focus on one thing at a time, knock those out, and get your task load worked or completed. So really, that's all I had today. Again, guys, I want to reiterate that I'm trying to keep these short as possible. Everybody doesn't have time to sit around and watch Don do 15, 20 minutes of live videos. So let's keep these short. But I'm glad you guys jumped on. Hey, Rich, good to see you. Rodney, glad you guys are jumping on. I hope I'm giving you value. I ask again, if there's something here that maybe you struggle with daily and you want me to do some research on and teach a little bit about, I would love to do that. Just leave me a comment and I'll look it up, do some work, and obviously do that live for you. So let me know. Anyway, great seeing you guys. I'm going to get on, or I'm going to get off here for now, and join me tomorrow, day 14, and we'll continue If We Only Knew. So bye for now.